Okay guys, now we're going to be ready to clay bar the vehicle, and we are going to be using our C.A.R. Spray and Shine Gloss Enhancer. This can be used as your lubrication for your clay bar, and we're going to be using our C.A.R. clay bar. This is a medium grade, and just like you see it here, you're going to want to work it into a patty just like that. Okay, flat disc shape. Okay guys, now we're going to get ready to clay bar the vehicle. I like to work in 2x2 sections. You can follow up with your microfiber, a clean microfiber towel afterwards, and just do the hoods in sections. That way you get the most of the contaminants out of the paint, and you're working in sections at a time. You're more likely to get all the contaminants off the paint, as far as trying to do a whole huge section at once. It's important to keep working the clay. After each 2x2 section, you want to check your clay to make sure there's not a ton of contaminants on it. And then if there are, all you do is fold it in or twist it up on itself. I'll go, once we get further in, I'll show you how to do that. So we're going to go ahead and display plenty of lubrication in the area that we're going to work. And it's important to not put a lot of pressure on the clay. You just want to rest your hand on it. And you want to work it back in a quick and forth motion like that. You don't need to put any pressure on it. The clay is going to work for you. And as you're working the sections, you're going to be able to feel the grit coming off the paint if there's any contamination. There's not much on this hood. It's very slick, but what purpose this is serving is we're actually stripping the wax and sealant from the paint. Okay, so I'm going to work this section a little more. I'm going to flip my clay over. Okay. I'm just going to follow up and lightly buff off the lubrication that we were using. Okay guys, now we're on to the other section of the hood. I told you in the previous section that I was going to show you how to work your clay so you can get a fresh, clean section. My particular method is I like to twist it up and then fold it in on itself and work it back together again. It's a little cold in here today, so it takes a little bit to work this clay. Just give me a minute here and we'll work it back into the patty that we need. It's always hard to do, and especially when you're in New England in the wintertime. Actually, I don't have the heat on today because it's like a beautiful 45 degrees out today, which is rare in January here, but still hard to work product sometimes. All right, so basically we're going to do what exactly we did on the other section. Make sure we spray down plenty of lube, and we'll work this section to remove the contaminants and the layers of wax or sealant or whatever we have on there. Also, they make clay mitts and clay towels in clay blocks, which use synthetic materials now. They're like a rubber-based material. And they basically do the same thing as a clay bar, but they also save you a lot of time. They're a lot quicker than the clay bar, but sometimes clay bar for the average user is a little more easily accessible to get. The clay mix and pads they're not new, but they're relatively new, and you won't find them at your local stores and stuff like that. But we plan on carrying them very soon through our website. Also, just to mention while we're working this section here, any of the products in these videos you can purchase through our website. It's www.carproducts.biz. And don't forget to enter code word ANDPRO. That's ANDPRO, and that's capitals. That will save you 5% on your purchase, which is a pretty cool deal. So we also make all of our own products and in-house. They're all made in the USA, right here in Holyoke, Massachusetts. And we're real proud of that as well. I think it's really important to keep American businesses alive, for sure. And we're proud to be manufacturing in the United States still. Okay, so we picked up a little contaminant on off this paint, but this car has been well maintained. Like I said previously, we're just trying to remove that last layer of wax or sealant that we had on there to prepare a fresh painted panel for us to put down this wax so we can get the results that we're looking for. Now it's important to note as well, like I said earlier in the videos, you can go right over whatever protection that you have, whether that be a coating, a sealant, or a wax. All of our products work together. And you can layer multiple layers of our wax or sealants to give you some extreme protection. But for today, for demonstration purposes, we're clay barring. And here's the star of the show, Perfection Advanced Tech Wax. This is a super long lasting wax. I mean, it basically you could basically call it a sealant because it outlasts most sealants actually. I've had it last well up to a year on my vehicle and still bead after numerous washes. Horrible weather, salt, everything else that goes along with that. This is a blend of carnauba wax and advanced synthetic polymers. And it does a great job of giving you a beautiful reflective shine, as well as fills in some scratches and swirls. So, it's the best of both worlds. It can cover up some, paint that doesn't look that great. If you don't want to polish your car, or get it down to that, perfect stage of paint, and you just want some protection on your car before you polish, this is a great step. And it covers up fine scratches and swirl marks, and it does a really good job at that. So here, we'll get started on applying this.
Okay guys,
and here we go.
Now we're going to get down to application. Now there's two ways that you can apply this. One is with the foam applicator, which I'm going to do on this side, and the other is with a DA machine. With the DA machine, you're going to use a foam pad that doesn't cut, has zero cut. It's just meant to put on, waxes, sealants, and that kind of thing. You don't want any cut in your pad. So all its job is to apply whatever you're using without affecting the paint or trying to give it any cut. So we'll do that on the other section. For now, we're going to be using the foam applicator. Now, with waxes and stuff, there's kind of two ways you can use this with a foam applicator. Some people like to do straight lines. It depends for me. Sometimes I like to, work it into the paint, or either that or, do straight lines. People have different opinions on which one is better or which one you should do or shouldn't do. I found that both work for me, so today we're just going to be doing straight lines. So basically, you're just going to want to put
a small amount on the pad. What I like to do is I like to fold it over and work it into the pad. And, this is a very, very simple product to use. It's white, wipe on, let it haze up, and wipe off. It's super simple, and that's the beauty of the product as well. So basically, the straight lines. And you want to put it on thin. You don't want to over-apply the product. So you just want a nice glaze over the surface. You don't want to try and put it on real heavy or anything like that, because then, it's still easy to get off, but it's easier to get off when you have a nice even coat across the surface. And you want to overlap 50% of your strokes. That way, you're getting full surface area on the paint when you're doing it. And if you notice how much section of the hood that I'm doing with only one application on the pad, that's really all you need. You really don't need a lot of product over the paint to make it work. You really just want a thin coat on there. All right. So we're just gonna let that set up. Okay, guys. This section, like we said before, we're gonna use the DA, and just like the foam pad, you really only need 4 dots of product. 4 small dots. That was a little much, but. We went a little heavy on that, but that's all right. We'll work with it. And you want to have your machine setting on 1 or 2. That's all you need when you're applying a wax or sealant, anything like that. Now, what I like to do is I like to press it over the area that I'm going to be working. That way, when you turn the machine on, it doesn't fling everywhere. And it gives it a nice piece of machine too. Another really nice feature of this product is if you get it on black trim, it's not going to dry white. And that in itself is almost worth purchasing the product. You don't have to worry about anything getting on any of your plastics and stuff like that. You actually can give it some protection. So that's another excellent feature of this product. So we're going to let that set up, and we'll come back and we'll buff it off and give you the results. And as you saw in the application with the DA, it's a lot faster to do, but some people don't have access to a DA machine. But you certainly can do a lot more of the vehicle in less time with that. And of course, as we did with the other, you want to overlap your strokes by 50%. It's hazed over now, and basically now we're just going to remove the wax and buff it off to a beautiful shellac. And as I said earlier,
You know, it's a great wax because, you can, you know, you don't have to worry about it, getting your trim all chalk white and all that, and it's a real pain to get clean after that. You don't have to do any taping off or any of that, so it's a really nice product. This is a professional grade product, don't get me wrong. You know, you can't just walk into your AutoZone or your Walmart and get this. This is pro grade stuff. Pros use this stuff. This is you know, professional industry stuff. All right, so we're just gonna finish buffing off the rest of the hood, and we'll come in for a close-up and show you how nice it shines. And as you can see, it's like a mirror. Super, super slick. Beautiful, beautiful reflections. It's an amazing product. I mean, look at that gloss. It's gorgeous.